We're so excited to be here today, and I am excited to be here today with one of my favorite people in the world. Please help me in welcoming Demetrius Juice Deason.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thanks for having me once again. I'm back.
Once again, welcome back.
Yeah,
You were here season 2.
Yes, I was.
And here it is. This is the last show of season 3.
It's only right. It's only right.
It's only right.
It's only
And
right.
I'm so excited to talk to you today because you are embarking on, I would say, sacred rite of passage for a comedian.
Yeah. The big one. The big one, yeah.
Yeah, so you're actually doing your first live special.
Yeah. After 3 attempts. So this is the one. After 3 attempts, we're finally doing it.
But what do you mean? You say 3 attempts?
I tried 2 other times before this to shoot my special. So I tried about 5 years ago, right before the pandemic, and then I tried in 2023. Yeah.
And then, but you know what they say? Third
time's the charm. So I know this is the one. This is the one. The first time it was the visuals it was a little blurry. It was really funny. A lot of people came out. The second time it was the audio. So this time I made sure we got both. We were not playing any
That's
games.
crazy. And this time you have a really good producer.
Yeah. If y'all don't know, Nina Childs is my executive producer. So
and I don't mess around. So the sound and the visuals.
We're gonna be in good hands.
Yeah, you're definitely in good hands. That's crazy. People don't know. There's so many things that can go wrong.
3, like and a lot of people, even when I was doing, I didn't want to try the third time because it took so much to try the first 2, and I thought we was prepared. I thought I knew everything that was going to happen until it happened. And now that I know something else may happen, I'm way more confident this time.
So wait, so just take us through the journey of like what happened, because now I didn't even know about this. I'm just finding out about this time. So the
this
first
is an
time,
exclusive right now for y'all.
It's an exclusive for me too.
Yeah.
So the first time you say the visuals were blurry,
Yeah.
how does that happen? Was it due to lighting issues?
So when we were shooting it, it looked good, and then when we was going through the editing process, it was just different shots. It was just super dark. So as
the lighting issue.
Which we should have, which I did at the beginning of it, I guess the lighting changed, or one of the lights went off. Something like that happened where it wasn't charged. It was a mistake that got it. He was the only one doing it. I didn't know. It was one of my friends. Don't hire your friends to shoot a special, okay? It was one of my friends. He was still learning the process itself, so it was a journey. It was a journey.
So with the sound, what happened with that?
That sound, the guy completely forgot to push play. Like he literally dropped the ball with the sound.
And he was there to do sound.
Yeah.
And he didn't press record on the sound.
Yeah, I always say it wasn't time for the world to hear my voice.
I don't even want those people to come to this.
Yeah.
Whoever those people are, you're not even invited.
Yeah.
I need you far away from anything I'm doing.
You can still buy a ticket though. It's just stay way over there.
But don't come. So, but it's been a long time.
It was a journey. It's been something that humbled me, and now that I'm in this position, I know what to come, and I know how much it takes to do it. I'm excited. This happening this time.
Oh no, it's definitely happening.
I really do. It's a whole different energy this time too. So even doing it at the church, doing it with the proceeds going half towards the greatest server mission, it's all for a good reason. It's all for a rooted deeper than myself. So I know it's gonna work this time.
I love that. And then you got some openers.
Oh yeah, I got from people that's been with me over the years that they know as well. This is the third time they've been part of the other 2, so they know. So that's like.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
so they're like, all right, we're in this
just staying loyal to what the people who be encouraging in times where it's dark. Especially after shooting a special, when you don't have the money and don't be able to put it out. I had to be in my car for a couple of years to get back on my feet to then shoot this special. So it's like this time this happening.
Yeah. So you've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, and just a lot of comedians have a really crazy origin story, like Richard Pryor, for example, raised in a brothel, his mom was a prostitute.
For a second,
his grandmother was Madam.
Not to cut you off, Richard Pryor, he even dated a transsexual for a second. So Richard Pryor,
did he know that it was a transsexual?
Who knows? That's how a backstab. Here's how funny it is. People don't even talk about that because he was dealing with so much. So, man, whatever. But just figure it out. But
It's a lot of dark stuff going on, and I know that like. The emphasis of your special is called Where Did My Classmates Go? And it's all about you being in the special education system of Los Angeles public schools.
Yeah, which was traumatizing for me as a kid because I had to learn how to have thick skin early. My mom was a single mom, so I was watching my brothers and sisters taking care of grown responsibility, 2, 3 years old. And just because I didn't talk or I wasn't as, visual learning in school, or I had a speech impairment, so I stuttered. So because of that, I didn't like to talk as a kid. But I knew how to do stuff. I knew how to answer.
And you understood it.
So because of that, I was in special ed, so I just really was just over it early. And so that's why what motivated me to shoot this special, because I feel like no kid deserves to feel like hopeless or like dumb or less than. So this is my way of encouraging and it's uplifting the special needs community, because it's not like a death sentence, it's a power. This is my superpower, and I'm using it to change like kids' lives everywhere.
So it's really, because I just, not to get too deep, but I feel like a lot of minority kids are misdiagnosed.
For sure.
I mean, if you're quiet or if you stutter, or if you...
Or if you have anger issues. I had so many things that wasn't related around school that they put me in special ed for. But they didn't know that my mom was a single mom, we was homeless. I was literally dealing with just the trauma of the life I was living, and then raising my brothers and sisters being the oldest. So all these things...
You're the oldest?
Yeah, all these things among having social anxiety from moving so much. Like I got a joke out, I tell people I live in every city in LA, which is a fact, but growing up like that as a kid, it creates abandonment issues. It creates, I could de-attach myself to a lot of people because I'm used to moving. So all these things is why I'm shooting this special. It's my way of bringing everybody that I met throughout this journey together, and so we can laugh.
Yeah. And when you said you were moving, you guys were like, that's how my grandmother moved. She would get into a house, not pay rent, then in 3 months when it's time to go, they're like, we're on to the next house.
Almost. My mom sold drugs, so that's why I was on the move. So she was fighting moving around from the college. So every 3 months we had to jump to the next place. So that was a real reason.
Juice, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can talk about it now. It's been over 10 years, statute of limitations.
Nobody's going to jail on our watch.
And my mom passed away the first week.
So
it's all right. But it's just the truth. But doing that was a reason, because my mom was a nurse. But my stepdad, that was a family business. So when he went to jail,
that was drugs.
So my mom was a nurse, but when he went to jail, and that's how we was paying our bills, so my mom took over the business, and that's how she started.
That sounds like a TV show that 50 Cent might want to buy.
Hit me 50, so my mom took over the business until eventually she worked her way out of it. And so by the time my mom passed away in 2021, she was not a drug dealer. But I want to clear that up. But in her earlier days, she was, and so a lot of my special is just my mom figuring out, and me being the oldest, just figuring out with her. But understanding that I'm gifted. That was the point. I always knew I was special and not special dumb.
You were regular dumb.
Regular dumb.
Like the rest of them.
Yeah, like I'm figuring out life just at my own pace. I'm learning different. I'm going through life trying to heal and create relationships like everybody else. And that's what I want a lot of kids. Like I still work with special needs kids. And that's just like close to my heart, because a lot of kids just don't know, like, you can do what you put your mind to. I can talk. Look at this. If I can talk, anybody can do anything. I just started talking till I was like 8. And now I literally get paid to talk and talk about my disability.
Wait, so let's talk about that. So from birth till 8, you were pretty silent.
Yeah.
So you were just like observing the world.
People wouldn't understand me, so I would just be frustrated. It was just annoying that I'm talking. I couldn't pronounce what I was saying in my mind, what I knew in my mind. My mind was faster than my lips, so it would come out. And people would just turn me down, and I suck my thumb, and I look like a special needs kid, not knowing I'm really smart. Like, you just gotta take your time, make me care. If you make me care, open up to me, be patient. I'll show you I'm smart. Show me something I care about. I didn't want to read in school. I didn't want to read none of that. But if it was sports or I could read that's how I learned how to read. I knew every city, based on the city and the sports team, that's how I knew Philadelphia. I knew the Wizards. I knew Las Vegas. All these cities I learned from sports, because I cared.
Because you knew what the team was.
Yeah.
You're like Chicago, that's where the Bulls.
And then as like maybe like second grade, I learned God showed me how I learned. Oh, when I apply something to it, I learn it. So it may not be the word, but if I can attach a meaning to it or a feeling to it, I can then remember the word. So that's how I learn. So even when I perform, I don't write. I perform, I feel, and then I perform.
So you don't write jokes?
No, I feel jokes. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And so what are you most excited about, like, this time around?
Making everybody laugh with the same jokes I've been doing for 12 years, over and over and over and over. Atlanta, DC, Toronto, Miami, the hood shows, mix show, everywhere it's been working. So to finally be in the position that God allowed me to put it all together in LA, where I'm from, and be like here for the world to see, it's amazing. So
that's what you're most excited about.
The finished product, because I know I saw me live. I the last couple of years I've been having people shoot me. I've been doing different projects on TV. Different. I see, you know, I know what I'm capable of.
That's what I was just about to ask you about. So you have done some TV spots.
Yeah.
You're kind of like venturing on to TV stuff. So
Yeah.
can you talk about the shows that you're working on right now?
Yeah. So and the biggest thing was just, man, God, I'm on a spinoff of Snowfall, which
is there even a title yet?
Yeah, the name of it is Snowfall. It's a spinoff. That's the name of the show.
Oh, it's called Snowfall.
Yeah, it's spinoff.
But it's like a spinoff.
The name, that is the name, Snowfall spinoff. Yeah.
That's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. And it comes out in October on FX.
FX, yeah.
So it's gonna be crazy.
I was a huge fan of Snowfall.
Yeah. So.
Can you give away any spoilers?
I'm from LA and I play a gang member from LA, which is just me
It's like a full circle moment.
Full circle, just being around let me tell you how I even got on the set, which is crazy. It's just God. I got 2 kids. I'm a full-time dad. So on Wednesdays I have my kids. So one of my friends who's an executive was on the show. He's like, yo, you need to get here right now. I'm like, wait, like COVID City, like we filming a spinoff of Snowfall. You want to be here? I'm like, bro, I can't have my kids. And I wasn't about to do it, but he like, bro, are you serious? He's like, I told him who you are. They already know your story. They know you're from LA. They know you know Nipsey. They know you know Russell Westbrook. They know you were from LA. You need to get here. And I just took a leap of faith, called somebody, dropped them off with my auntie, and went. And then I was on the show.
Auntie Janine?
Yeah.
Shout out Janine.
I was on the show as an extra, just in the back. Next thing you know, I knew both of the stars. Next thing you know, I went from being in the opening scene to having 6 episodes.
Wow. And that's how it goes. Because you know the executive producer.
Yeah.
It's all proximity.
It's all
6 degrees of separation.
Man, you just gotta be ready when your time is called and be patient and trust the process. And then to come and find out, that was about a month and a half ago. Since then, I've been on 5 different TV shows since.
What other shows have you done?
I just did Judge Matthews. So I'll be on Judge Matthews.
Did he accuse anybody of smoking crack?
No, he did not. He poured out his chamber. He didn't accuse anybody. It was good.
He usually does.
It was dope. So
that's exciting.
That's
exciting. Judge Matthews and what else?
Yeah, and then a couple of the other projects, I can't announce it yet because they didn't follow me on Instagram now. They said I'll be giving out the speeds too early. But
they're sticklers.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, and that's a blessing to be in that position. You know, I've done projects, but I hid myself earlier.
They used to make you sign NDAs.
Yeah, but I did it after the fact. Because again, I was an extra, so that's why it was so funny. When they brought me back in, they saw my Instagram, they were like, you know you can do this before now you can show them.
No, I can't show anything else.
But at that time, I was only coming to be an extra, make $200 for 3-4 hours just to be there. So I was just in the moment. I was just in my car a year ago. I'm just there. Happy to be outside, smelling good, around people, making people feel good.
Smelling good, that was very specific.
Yeah. So that was, and next thing you know, they called me in. So, yeah, God.
That's dope.
And then, so when the special, by the time that'd be out, then the special would drop, and then all these other shows would drop. So this whole, it's just the momentum of this time. It took 12 years to build this momentum. And that's why it's such a dope feeling. Like, people will call, book me, somebody will call, but man, I've been waiting on these opportunities. I've been good. That's the crazy part. I've been good.
He's been good.
I just have to wait my time. It's like a farmer. You don't farm and your crops and expect it to shit.
That's same thing.
You gotta keep watering. You gotta pray over it. You gotta let nature do what it do, and when your time comes, you eat.
Like they always say, it takes 12 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah. Ooh, man, 12 years, 8 months, and 4 times of being in my car, but we here. We here.
And now you got like 1,000 cars. Because you have a whole nother business venture.
Yeah.
So to go from sleeping in your cars to having basically a car rental business, what has that journey been like?
God work.
Right.
Yeah, abundance. So when you listen and you faithful and you do the work, you don't just get one. He's gonna give you 6, 8, 9, 10 more things you lost. So, and then I feel like it's because of the people that I've been sewing around and showing like this process. I've been working on shooting this special for 5 years in my car. I just stopped after the second time it didn't work. I went to I ripped off the whole business model. I stopped doing comedy. I focused to be a dad. I got closer with God. And I started making money, and I started from the bottom back up. So that's why everything is part of this. I knew stuff like this was gonna happen. I just couldn't see it when I was in my car.
Cause that's tough.
Yeah, a single car. I'm like, what? But the patience and the discipline and the understanding and the humility, I always was good, but I was arrogant. The first two specials, it would have came out, I would have blew up, and I would have had been an overnight success, I feel like. Because people would have saw my character be signed off on set and how I treated people. But now, they go like, wow, he's an amazing father everywhere. There's nothing I don't do that's online.
And you incorporate your whole life into everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're transparent, you're like an open book.
Even down in my buzz bars, like whatever it is, I don't have nothing. But being that transparent, make my fans and people who support me, they support me. That's why everybody who bought tickets this morning, I appreciate you. I did a thing. I said, you know what? I'm gonna sell 75 tickets today for my special. That's half of the special tickets. We already sold 14 tickets today. I haven't even checked in the last 4 hours. So.
Well, and there's still time left in the day, y'all.
And I still got like 13 more posts to make. We about to get to that number, but yeah.
Wow.
It's just me pushing myself and pushing people who follow me to tap into their greater self. We all can, but it's hard.
It is hard. Yeah. It's something that you have to be mindful about and something that you have to consciously want to do.
Yeah.
It's a push through the adversity.
Yeah.
But I'm really proud of you, Juice. Just as a friend, somebody that's known you for the last
executive producing my special.
I want to produce everything.
This is connected. Like, who would have thought? Like, I didn't know the first interview like that. I was gonna be here to do another interview or even be in a space to shoot a special. I didn't come here with. It was just me trying to. Like, I didn't have even really anything going at that time. I was on the cuff of getting started, but I saw like. I rolled my window down because I had to roll the window. You know, I had so I rolled it down, I peeked out, and I could see down the road that eventually if I started now that I would get to where I needed to be. And to see me looking back, like now I can see the car at levels me jumping. It's like, wow, if I would have stayed there, I would not be where I'm at now. So
you have to throw your face.
Yeah,
faith. You have to throw your face.
And that's what comedy is, and that's why I remember earlier you asked why do so many comics come from a deep place that are really good. Because it's like you gotta have faith to come from such a dark place to change and go somewhere of light. Because that's not where we're from. Like, I don't come from it. I come from poverty. I come from dark, negative thoughts, not believing, family fighting with each other. I choose to be like, nah, I'm positive all the time. Dark, bad, and good. Like that takes, because you could go there at any moment, you know, as a comedian, I had to learn that that's what I do as a profession, but me as a person is something different. And that would be being able to separate the two, but see the two in one, make it so I could operate, you know? Because before it was all in one. I didn't know what was an interview, what was personal, like this, we're personally friends, but we're doing an interview. You see, I could defer the difference, but at one point in my career, it was all jumbled in. I was just trying to get funny. I was just trying to get booked. They wasn't booking me, y'all. They was giving me wings and 3 minutes of comedy. I was like, I think I'm funny. Why am I not on TV? Why nobody's liking my stuff? It's because I was just be in the dark and still work like the light is on. Because eventually the light was gonna come on. And now that it's on, people were like, how you could post so much? Because I was working like this in the dark. What do you mean?
That's deep.
It's normal.
Working like this in the dark. I'm gonna take that with me. I'm
gonna repost it. That sounded good.
That was deep. That was deep.
But yeah, so.
Well, thank you for joining us. I want you to let everybody out there know where they can find you and where they can get tickets.
Yeah, get tickets. So on my Instagram is I am Juice Man. My full name is Demetrius, Juice Deason. And it'll pop up. You can grab tickets. You can donate if you can't come out. You can't come out to the May 22nd, May 23rd show taping. I have a lot of other shows you guys can be involved in. And just thank y'all for this platform and for everybody that helped allow this interview to happen. I also got tickets for everybody that want to come out and support the show and laugh and enjoy the night.
Yes, tickets for all of our Maeya TV
red
staffers.
Carpet. Yeah, red carpet.
Maeya TV, Lynn May will be there on the red carpet.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Because I learned that throughout the journey, every person you touch is an opportunity to touch them. So if you don't do it, that's your fault. It don't matter if it's 10 people. If you ain't get to 10, how you gonna get to 100? How you gonna get to 1,000? How you get to 10,000? I'm trying to get to millions. So.
10 million.
I didn't even say, see, I didn't put a cap on it. I just said millions.
Millions and millions.
Listen, I was in my car for 3 years. I ain't got to put a cap on what God can do for me. He can take me wherever you want to go. I'm going.
I know that part. Well, thank you for joining us, guys. We have more interviews coming up, so stay tuned. We will be back. Until then, bye.